Hi everyone, time for another kill cam update. Let's talk about H1Z1 and how to perfectly line up your deck foundations and ground tampers the easy way. We'll do this with the three most common edge alignments: tamper to tamper, deck to deck, and decks with foundation expansions between them. Here's how you line up ground tampers. Stand roughly in the middle of the ground tamper that you want to align with another one. Look at the edge you want to connect to the other tamper and slowly look down until the top of your screen lines up with the edge of the tamper. Once you've got the edge of your screen perfectly parallel to the tamper's edge, right-click on the ground tamper in your inventory and select Place. The Placement UI will hold the alignment you had at the time you clicked Place, so that even if you need to move around to make some adjustments, the tamper edges should be parallel when you place them. It'll take most of you some practice and trial and error to get this right, just from the fact that the wall sockets for tampers are not at the absolute outside edges. You have to make an allowance for that little lip of dirt that surrounds every ground tamper, so you need them to overlap just a tiny bit if you want the walls to go together seamlessly. Remember, if you don't like the placement of the tamper you just dropped, you have 30 seconds to run onto it and hit E to pick it back up. Keep repeating the process until you get the perfect placement you want. Next case, deck foundations. Same as with the ground tampers, you're going to stand on the deck foundation and line up the top of your screen with the edge you want to connect to another deck. Even if your decks are not the same height because of the ground being uneven, not to worry. You just make small adjustments until the UI goes red, then make small adjustments to make it go green again. When you can get the deck no closer without going red, that's usually the right spot. Of course, if you're off, you can always pick it up within 30 seconds of placement to retry placing. Would you look at that? Perfectly aligned, corner to corner, good as gold. Now for the last case, two deck foundations with two foundation expansions between them, lined up perfectly with no overlap or excessive gaps. First thing you do is temporarily place two large shelters overhanging the ends of the foundation expansion you want to connect to the next deck foundation's expansion. This may seem like a waste of 16 metal sheets and 17 scrap metal to some players, but let me assure you, doing this by trying to eyeball it will only result in you spending the better part of an hour placing the same foundation and pulling it back over and over. Just like before with the other two cases, line up the top of your screen with the edge of the expansion. Only this time, when you click the deck to place it, you're using the ends of the large shelters as your guide. Pull the deck to the end of the shelters until it goes red, then back it up a little until it goes green again, then a tiny bit more. Use the two middle support posts to line the deck up between the two shelters, trying to get them both equal distance from the shelters. Here you have to be quick when you think you've got it. You place the deck foundation and the expansion for the deck that hopefully you have in your inventory. If the green UI outline shows the two expansions line up without overlapping and the gap is negligible, go ahead and place it. Then run onto the new deck, check around both shelters, see that the expansion corners are lined up. If everything is good, wonderful. If anything at all is off, run quickly, hit the E button to pull back the foundation expansion, and then hit E again on or under the deck foundation to pull it back too. Start over again. With practice, you'll get good at this too, and often get the result you want in 1 or 2 tries. Let's look at it again. Just lining up the deck. Once we're satisfied, place it. Hurry, place the foundation. The green outline looks like it's lined up with the foundation expansion we've already put down. Checking the seam, looks perfect. Run to the corner, lined up on this corner. Run to the other corner, lined up on the other corner. Fantastic, we're going to keep it. Alright, let's place some walls and see how perfectly these deck foundations lined up with the expansions. Looks like a perfect match. No seam at all, it's as if they're part of the same deck foundation. Gates in front, same thing. So now, with these deck foundations and the two foundation expansions between them, I could make a double-sized deluxe airlock. You know, not the claustrophobic airlocks that we're used to. So it's just the technique that I use to line up deck foundations. You can get bigger bases. You can make hallways with this. You know, It's very versatile. For those of you who asked how I stitched together big seamless mega bases, this is it. I've given you the keys to the kingdom. I'll keep showing you techniques to add into your building bag of tricks to get the most out of H1Z1's flawed building. That's all for this kill cam update. Guys, you've been great to me with the support of the channel, and I really appreciate it. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and leave a comment if you're inclined. If you're not already a subscriber to Kill Cam Update, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button too. Good luck with your next base builds, and goodbye.